All right, if you're like most people that I work with, you're sick and tired of having poor contact. You probably, with some of your clubs, struggle with some pulls to the left, some weak fades to the right. If you do struggle with that, I want to show you a drill that we've never done a video on before. One of my good friends and coaching partners, Andy Patnew, sent me a video of him doing this drill, and I was like, dude, that might be the craziest drill I've ever seen. I went indoors, I tried it out a little bit, tried it on some students I was working with, and it worked beautifully. So I think it'll work beautifully for you as well here. So thanks, Andy. Let me show you how this works. I want you to take a club out in front. We'll do this with a short iron to start with, okay? I've got a 7-iron, anything like that's fine. And I want you to grab down the shaft. I'm just gonna move this way so we can see it. I want you to grab down the shaft to the point where the butt of this club is essentially just above my elbow. So if I say, hey, I'm kind of holding what, halfway down the shaft about? So I have the club up against my right arm here. And I saw Andy do this drill, and the first part of this is learning and feeling the trail arm motion to basically reverse your issue. I'm betting that for you, if you struggle with the contact, pulls, and fades, your swing pattern with your arm looks something like this. It goes around, and then it goes over and to the left, right? So it kind of makes this loop. In, over, left. That's what I see a lot. So the first part of this, just holding the club in front of you like this, is feeling the opposite motion. Feel it up, out, and under. And he did about 3 reps. He went up, out, and under. I want you to do this. If you don't have a club, just do it with your right arm. Up, out, and under. You can start to feel how that kind of gives you like a figure 8 motion. He did that 2 or 3 times. Then he started adding a backswing turn. So feel the same thing still here. Out and under, but now I'm making like a full turn. So with my right shoulder working back. Out and under. One more. Out and under. And then the third phase he did was he added the through the ball, a little bit of side bend, little right shoulder down. So he's out, under. Now I'm feeling my right shoulder more under, like my shoulders are more tilted. If you struggle with the poor contact, pulls and fades, you go in, over, and your right shoulder gets real high and forward. We want to see this go out, under, and get the right shoulder more down. So it's out, turn back, under with the shoulder down, and I'm even feeling a little bit of this, feeling it's going kind of high into the right pass impact. So out in front, out, under, shoulder down, high into the right. Out, under, shoulder down, high into the right. Crazy looking drill, okay, but the reason that I like it is the effectiveness. Mary and I were just talking, hey, the best drills you can do and then keep that same feel with a ball, okay, with a ball. So now I put the club back in my hands, and I'm gonna feel my arm doing the same thing. As I turn back, my arm feels like it goes out and under, and my shoulder feels like it comes down with my hands kind of going high into the right. You're just reversing your loop. If you record your swings, you're probably not gonna swing anything like that. It's just a feel to put you to normal. So now I'm gonna feel that same sensation once with my club. It's gonna feel like I'm way out under. And I'm already too shallow, so this will probably be a little push hooky for me. But if you have the opposite issues, this should be really good. Same feels. Yeah, so for me, that's a little bit of a push, but that tells me that I did it correctly. Since I normally hit it pretty straight, if I were to overdo those, I'm gonna have a slight push to the right. What you're gonna get, if you come from this fashion, is you're gonna get pretty straight shots from there. Probably high straight, maybe more towards draw. So I'll do one more, put the club here. I'm gonna start down here. Out and under, shoulder down. I mean, what a good feel here. Out and under, shoulder down. Same feels. Again, just starting with a shorter club. But if you overdid all those, that was a nice high draw. If you overdid all those, you would draw the ball the most, okay? You would hit up on your driver the most, you would create the most speed, you'd hit it the farthest. Okay, that sounds like things we would all take. So one more. Out, under, shoulder goes down, kind of high and to the right. Take that same feel. And after I did an initial amount of these with the players I was working with, same feels. Out and under, shoulder down on the way through. So definitely feel like my shoulder's working more under than normal. Shoulder feels down, right side crunch, and like the club and arm are exiting a little bit more higher and to the right. I did this with 3 players, and all of them that had those pulls, boom, like instantly away. More speed, more high draws. Same sort of feels. Out and under, right shoulder down. Yeah, beautiful. So I would encourage you to do this drill. Do a couple of reps until you get a feel of this. Then start to get that same feel when you're hitting balls. And until you see yourself hitting like big curves, if you're a right-handed golfer from right to left, you're probably not doing enough, and/or you can do more. If you start doing this and overhooking, you could crank it down a little bit. But that's a crazy drill from Andy Patnew, one of our coaches at CogornoGolf.com, that I think will really help you. If you're interested in more videos like this, we're gonna put another card on the screen to help fix that same swing pattern. Would love to see you at CogornoGolf.com if you're interested in more coaching.